Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Cool Kids Lunch Table Podcast with PJ and Mike. Now find yourself a seat at their table.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Cool Kids Lunch Table Podcast with PJ and Mike. I'm PJ.
And I'm Mike.
And we have another special guest today. It's a returning favorite. Uncle Rob is back.
Yay!
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me back, man.
Well, thanks for coming back. And we're going to be talking about the holiday season today. It's Christmas time. It's getting close to it. So we're going to be talking about the best and worst parts of the Christmas season. I think that's something everyone can relate to. But as we always start off with our childhood memory, we're going to talk about our least favorite and most favorite Christmas and holiday songs.
Yeah.
So, Uncle Rob, kick us off.
Oh, all right. So, famous or favorite Christmas song, I'd probably say Someday at Christmas by Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I just find it nice, soulful, vibey, touching. It's kind of an emotional touch to it. It's all about, peace, harmony, wishing for that someday, I guess. I kind of get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And the lyrics that I have them down here, actually, someday at Christmas, men won't be boys, playing with bombs like kids play with toys. One warm December, our hearts will see a world where men are free.
Wow.
Someday at Christmas, there'll be no wars. When we have learned what Christmas is for, when we have found what life's really worth, there'll be peace on earth. Yeah, so I just love that vibe of that song, yeah. And then a classic would have to be Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I just love the lyrics. I feel like it puts me back into being a kid.
Yeah.
Let your heart be light. Next year's troubles, will be out of sight. That whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my
All right.
those are my two
wow,
favorites
very
probably. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Those are good ones. Those are good ones.
Yeah. I'm gonna ramble off some of my three favorite, and I'll just talk about other ones that are just jolly. I'll start with that. I love Holly Jolly Christmas by For Lives.
Yes.
It just has
yeah.
such like a vibrant. It's like I feel like I'm really in Santa's workshop.
And it makes me think of the Rudolph.
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
Rankin Bass
Oh, of
Rudolph
course.
Puppets and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Burl's
Yep.
got that voice, man.
Mhm.
Just hits you in the soul.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I picked Oh Holy Night. I found it really
Wow.
Okay.
spiritual, relaxing, actually. And then some people don't like the song. I love this song. I find it relaxing. Last Christmas by George Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's a banger. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is just like another just positive one. I think the whole album is a banger. The Chipmunks Christmas one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Dun-dun-dun,
Classic.
dun-dun. Yo, PJ, real quick. Remember when we were in like chorus together in middle school? We
Yep.
sang that song together.
I do remember that.
Yep.
I do. That's funny.
Nice.
All right, so I have a couple of favorite Christmas songs on my list as well. The first one I put is I think it's a classic. And So This Is Christmas.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Lennon song.
Yep,
I
yeah.
like that one.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
That's a
It's
great
another one that gets me in the feels.
Yeah, every time. I think that's such a good song, and they don't play that one as much for some reason on Christmas.
Yeah,
time.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
Yeah.
But I always like that one. There is I was trying to find it. It's a clip of it, but I couldn't get one in time. There's a Bing Crosby and David Bowie. The
Dude.
little drummer
Yes.
boy.
Yep. Oh,
I
yeah.
put that on the list. I was trying to find a clip to bring it up. I couldn't find it to pull it up here, but I might just drop it and post a clip of every one of these anyway.
Yeah.
I put that one on there, and just for the fun and nostalgia of it, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah.
Is one of my favorites. I think it's funny. It's goofy. Those are my three favorite ones.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Solid choices, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just remind me. I love Run, Run, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Gotta make it to town.
Yeah. Chuck Berry.
Home Alone.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now I guess we're going to our least favorite.
favorite.
Yeah.
So Rob, what's yours?
All right. This is kind of funny because PJ's gonna be pissed.
Uh-oh.
But my least favorite has to be Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
Ow!
I don't know, man. That
Do you
song.
not like fun?
No, I love fun, man. I really do, and I love having a good time. But that song gives me a headache, man. And when Rob says that, it's just like it just hits me somewhere in the brain cells, where I'm just like, I gotta turn this thing off. It's like when it's kind of repetitive and kind of hokey pokey.
Right.
It's weird. If you notice, the songs I picked are kind of like deep. I'm not always deep, but like for some reason, that song just kind of hits me in a negative chord where I'm just like, I gotta turn this thing off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know
So I'm
what?
gonna go with that
Okay.
first. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, mine's somewhat similar. I don't even consider this song to be a song. I find it's just a list.
Uh-oh.
The 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
is it? It's just some are just rambling it off.
Yep.
You know, it's just like a 12th day, like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
You
of
know?
that one either.
Oh.
However,
Me neither, man. That's a good
I
one.
do enjoy the 12 Days of an Italian Christmas. That
Yeah.
one makes me laugh.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
I like that one. It's
think
a
you've
bit of a joke of a
played it.
song. It
Yeah,
always
yeah.
makes
Sure
fun
it
of
is.
the original one, so
Yeah.
that's why I like it. Because 12 Days of Christmas is not my favorite. My least favorite. It's not that it's a bad song,
Right.
but I kind of just feel like when I'm in a Christmas spirit, I don't want to be brought down,
Mm.
Right.
right? But then they come out with this Christmas shoes bullshit every year, and you
Right.
hear
Oh,
it, you just
yeah.
want to cry.
Right,
And I'm
right.
like,
Right.
it's supposed to be merry and jolly. Why are you
Yeah,
bringing
yeah.
the mood down, Christmas shoes?
Mhm.
So that is my least favorite.
I got something. Okay, Mike.
I was gonna say no. I was gonna pose a question, but you go first.
Oh, and I was gonna say, what about this real quick? I want to throw in there. Anything by the Pentatonics?
Oh
usually,
my God! I had that on there.
Really?
Yes, I can't
I
stand
can't
them.
do it, man. I can't do it. It's like all that background shit. I'm like,
Oh,
I get
the
it, but it's
acapella.
like,
Ugh.
I don't know. I can't wait for it to be over.
They're like Christmas decorations. They come out like once.
And-
They
yeah,
like
they
dust them
drag
off
them out.
Rockefeller Center's lighting.
Yep.
like
Oh,
them and
they're
Mariah
so-
Carey on the same
They're
shelf,
on
and
the
you pull them out.
parade. It's like their big time is Christmas.
Who would want to
Yeah.
listen to a whole album of that?
Can you imagine that, like coming home from work,
Oh.
listening to that on the way home? There's no way, man.
So when there was a TV show like years ago, and it was called I can't remember what it was called. The Sing Off. It was called The Sing Off.
Right.
And it was basically American Idol for a cappella groups. It was hosted by like Nick Lachey, and the judges were Sarah Bareilles, one of the Boys to Men, I forget which one, and Ben Folds of all.
Wow.
people.
Wow. Okay.
Those were the judges. So people who could actually sing. I want to say maybe it was Stockman.
Right.
I forget which Boys to Men guy it was.
Right.
And they were on that. They were competitors on it, and I think they may have won. And you watch that show, and the first episode, you're like, man, acapella is pretty good. And then the second episode, you're like, fuck all this acapella. I don't want to hear
Had
this
enough.
bullshit
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. Please, someone play an instrument. It's
Yes.
it gets so hokey and like
Yeah.
barbershop quartet like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
After
I
like
get very
45
bored
seconds,
with that
I'm
like
checked out.
barbershop thing or like a beatbox thing
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
Makes me want to vomit. It's
Yep.
like it feels like someone's gagging while they're singing. Like I said, like one or two, fine, you know. But woo, one
Yeah,
after the
it's
other.
But you're right.
torture,
They
man.
drag
No
these
way.
people out every Christmas season. They show up.
Yep. Oh,
It's
they
like
live
them
for
and
it.
Mariah Carey gets defrosted when they
Yes.
show
Yeah,
up.
I was just about.
exactly.
That's my question.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you look? I think we can agree that the Mariah Carey song, whatever, I don't know, what's it called? All I Want for Christmas
All I
Is
Want
You.
for
That's
Christmas,
it.
yeah.
Right.
it's
Do you
overplayed.
still like it or no?
No, look. It's not that it's a bad song. It's just so overplayed.
Oh
I don't
my.
want to hear it anymore.
Yep.
And it, the classic Christmas songs. It doesn't matter how many times you hear them.
Yep.
It doesn't really grate on my nerves that much.
Yep.
But the Mariah Carey one, I don't want
Yep.
to hear it anymore.
And
You
the
know what?
song feels long to me.
It
I
really
gotta
does.
say, though, I don't
Feels
mind
long.
it still. Believe it or not, I know.
Wow.
I'm burnt
Even
out
though
with
I
it,
ain't like
man.
the reindeer,
I'm
like
burnt
grandma
out
got
with
ran
it.
over a reindeer, but I don't know, man. When it kicks in, I don't mind it for some reason. I don't like
Yeah.
go to play it. If I'm gonna
Right.
choose a song like
Right.
at home or whatever, I'm not gonna choose that one. But yeah, it kind of gets me going a little
Right.
bit. I kind of laugh too. I think because of everything that everyone talks about with that song,
Right.
like the overkill of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know what is a staple of Christmas music in the DeSico household? My mother would play this every single year. We would hear this. I think on Christmas Eve, but even throughout the whole season, was the Partridge Family Christmas album.
Wow.
That was
Okay.
a staple in the DeSico household. Yeah.
Damn. Ours was like Burl Ives,
the Chipmunks when
the
we were
Chipmunks.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Neil Diamond.
Yep.
Even though he's actually Jewish, from what I understand.
yeah,
And,
yeah. When I found that out, I was like,
yeah,
shocked.
mind blowing.
Yeah,
And then also the Dolly Parton.
yes.
Christmas album from the 90s, like a banger, absolute banger. It's timeless. It's a really good album. You guys don't have it. I know she put out other ones, but the one from the 90s, she had like a TV special. It's exquisite. It's really good.
How do you feel about Christmas albums when like bands
Hmm.
and musicians come out with like a Christmas album? I kind of sometimes feel like I don't want to hear them sing Christmas songs.
I don't mind it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I want to see their take
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
but maybe like a one-time
I-
listen.
Yeah,
I
or like
can't do
one
it over
song.
and
I
over.
can't do a whole
Yeah,
song,
yeah.
a whole album, I mean.
Well, Rob
know?
Halford came out with, this is years ago, maybe a decade ago at this point, a Christmas album.
Mhm.
And you know what nobody asked for? Like a Judas Priest sounding Christmas album. So
Right.
what are we
Yeah.
doing, Rob
Yeah.
Halford? What are we doing?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I just feel like that's not what I asked for. I have an image of you in my head of being like a metal god.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I picture
sing
him wearing like a Santa outfit, but it's all made out of leather.
Leather,
you know,
right,
like
exactly.
Yeah, Yeah,
You know?
So it was okay as a Christmas album goes, but I felt like it was unnecessary and not the image that I have in mind for those kind of people.
No,
Yeah.
of course. Mm-hmm.
Yo, real quick, going back to Mariah Carey, this is something online that's actually associated with drumming. A drummer is about to jam on the Mariah Carey song, but they kept looping the beginning, and it's called like, Mariah's about to sneeze.
Right.
So it's like,
Right.
and like he's gonna go play, and he's going, and they keep going a little bit further into the song before it breaks in.
Right.
It's freaking hilarious,
Oh
though.
my
Yeah, it's like
God.
45 seconds of that repeated, making it sound like she's about to blow the biggest sneeze. Yeah, it's good. You gotta check it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's a good segue because we're going to talk about now the best parts and the worst parts of this, like the holiday season. Okay, now we're going to start off with maybe some positive best parts, then we'll get into our Grinch mode. Okay, so, but PJ, I want to start with you, man. What's some of the best parts? We go round robin.
We'll do round robin, but I'm going to start off with the food.
Oh,
big
yeah.
Italian family, so we always had food. There's
Yep.
no shortage of food around our Christmas table. We always do a Christmas Eve thing. That's what we've always done. Chicken cutlets, pastas, lasagnas,
Yep.
all that good stuff. Nothing better than an Italian Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Uncle Rob, yeah.
Yeah,
you?
for me, I gotta say, it's New York City at Christmas.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
totally,
That's a good one.
I'm totally a sucker for that, man. The tree, the restaurants, going there to eat out, the Rockettes. With my family every Christmas Eve, we would go down to Manhattan, like for many years, 25 years or so, like in a row. Central Park, ice skating. I love doing. I'm kind of getting into the warm and fuzzy feels with Christmas time in the city. FEO Schwartz back in the day. You guys ever go there? Talk about toys.
yeah.
I mean,
Great.
Yeah.
oh my God! I remember one guy was like throwing around like this flying plane, but he
Yep.
would catch it. Like it went in a circle and he caught like a boomerang. I was just amazed. But did we ever get that?
I don't think
I don't know.
so.
But I wanted it.
Right.
But it was probably like $500. So
Yeah,
Dad
I
was probably like,
know.
no, screw this. You know what I mean? Make one at home. But yeah, Home Alone was filmed there.
Yeah.
Finding the filming locations.
I love the windows in all the
Yes,
different stores.
yes.
All the
Yeah.
window displays
Oh,
for
yeah.
Christmas, like Macy's and all those. I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if it's snowing, oh, forget it, bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna melt.
Central Park.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a big one for me.
How do you feel about the Christmas shopping villages that pop up more and more now, where they take like Bryant Park and they have all these little like individual private-owned people
Yeah.
setting up shops?
I love it,
No,
man.
I love
Yeah,
it. Yeah. It creates a nice vibe. It
It really
really
does.
Yeah,
does.
they have ice skating there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that, and it was
Big
even
time
better.
also.
I know this is going to sound terrible, but it was great during the pandemic.
Oh
Because
yeah.
nobody was in the city,
Yeah.
but the
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
was still kind of happening.
Yep.
So you could go in there and actually walk around and enjoy it, and like see all the sites that normally you can't get to because you're
Yep.
like, fuck this crowd, I'm not going to deal with it today.
Mhm.
There was no crowd, so you can get into these places, and that was like,
Yeah, you felt like a rich man, like renting it out for the
Yeah,
day.
you really
yeah, it's
did.
awesome.
Yeah. What I also liked about New York City, we always go there for like Christmas Eve. It's like I feel like Christmas. It's like almost like South Park. Everyone is like a Christian that day.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
yeah.
you'll see Muslims, at the Rockefeller. You see, the Jews, the Jewish.
Yeah.
Like I used to love. We did. I think it was last year, the year before. Like we're walking around the city, and like they'd come up to you. They'd be like, "Are you Jewish?" And we said like, "Oh, we're trying to be responsible." Like, "Oh no." Then we just agreed. Remember that, Rob?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
said that we were. They give us like candles.
is
for, like,
that what they
Yes,
do? They
yes,
ask
yeah,
me
yeah.
all the
You
time.
just
like,
go
this
with
is
it, man.
Christmas
weird.
Eve. So I was
Right.
like perplexed. I'm like, what do you guys? No, I don't. Do whatever turns you on.
Would
I
it be
was
the
like,
right place to do this? Like,
right, right. But
Yeah.
anyway, we end up getting candles.
I never
so.
knew what they always ask me. I always get the asked, are you Jewish? I get that question by those guys all the time.
Right.
And then a lot of the, like you said, like the Muslim community
Yeah.
seem to think that, I guess maybe it's the beard and
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of tan, so I guess maybe they just,
Sure.
they ask
You
me
can
a
pull
lot.
it off. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Listen,
I'm
it's hot,
always-
bro. It's hot. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. No, I'm not. But if I knew I was going to get something out of it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
of course.
say yes. I don't.
Mhm.
If I was going to get a candle,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just never knew what they did. But I always get those questions from those two groups specifically. They're always like, they always
Yeah.
ask me. And
But yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
everyone's in a holly jolly that day. Everyone's like,
definitely.
hey,
Mhm.
So, for me, I used to going back to when I was a kid though. I just loved having off from school.
Yeah.
From like the 23rd to like
Yeah, man.
January 2nd. You get to play with your toys.
Yeah.
It was like a pandemonium. You just spent like every day just
yep.
like setting up your video games.
hell
You get
yeah.
your dad or someone to build like put together your like Ghostbusters
Putting the
house.
decals on real slow.
Doing all the stickers perfectly. And I just love that feeling. I used to call PJ like, you want to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what
Yep,
I mean? And it
You
was
had that week
awesome.
with your toys.
Yeah.
Those were the good days. Now
Yeah.
you get like a day off if you're lucky. You get one day off from work, and it's just not enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool being a teacher. It's funny. I'm kind of still living that life in a way.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's definitely one of the
Uncle
perks,
Rob's
I'll
playing
say.
with his toys.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing pretty much. Yeah. I land on the tree, look up through the tree. Yeah, man, that's definitely a plus. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. What else, PJ? What else you got? Some other things you like about Christmas?
It's gonna sound like such a bratty thing to say, but I love getting presents.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
on
yeah.
my list.
I
too.
love getting stuff. I also love giving presents out too.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just both the giving and receiving of presents. And
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. There's something so fun. It doesn't matter how old you get when you rip off the wrapping paper.
Yes.
And you're just like, look at this cool thing in here.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this is amazing. I got something. I got a toy that I knew I was gonna get because I asked my dad for it 20 times.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because it's still a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Totally.
I just love that.
I think.
It always feels like the first time too, like you say when you open a gift. It always feels like the first time.
I think maybe. I mean, I guess I think kids today are very different from the way we grew up. Like for us, like me and my brother, like we only got new toys or stuff like that either like your birthday, Christmas, or like a special event, like you made your communion or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like when you got your toy, you know what I mean? Like that was your guy for like the year. You know, like, you know, like that was your Batman toy. You know, like. You know, no disrespect to my sister, but it sounds like these kids get new shit like every other week. You know, I had to earn that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
man, I know.
You know,
we had to wait. You had to wait it out.
Yeah, when I played,
365
when
days,
I got a
man.
video game, man, I played that. You know, that was like your game, man. Like that was it. You played it countless times. So I think it was really more like, you know, it's a different world. Maybe certain things are more affordable now.
Yeah,
but
I think it meant more too doing that and you're waiting it out. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, this is kind of connected then because just believing in Santa.
Oh,
I mean, I guess disclaimer just in case whoever's listening to this, kids.
Right.
Sorry, cool kids. But yeah, I mean, it's so magical. You know, wake up like you guys said. Well, seeing all the presents stacked up, it's just like that unbelievable feeling knowing you're gonna wake up and that stuff's gonna be down there.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to the city, coming home on the way home.
Yes.
I had like the jitters and everything. I couldn't wait to go to bed. Did I even sleep those nights? You know. It lets you be a kid, over and over. I just think the whole thing is awesome. Oh wow!
I've been Santa. I got the suit, the beard, the whole thing, and we went to one of the children's hospitals, and I was Santa for the day there, and we gave stuff out. And I don't think those kids. I think most of them anyway were old enough to know that I wasn't really Santa.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem to matter.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I think just the idea of like Santa being there and trying to improve that mood and just bring some cheer to that hospital.
No, I think that's awesome, man.
I think that was it's funny because like I said, those kids knew Santa wasn't real. But there's still magic in Santa. I think that's a thing that'll never go away.
That's what I love.
Even me as an adult. I love Santa.
Yeah. I still go to bed thinking he might show up. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's something be under the tree. Totally.
Or when we watch the Thanksgiving Day parade at the end, you're like bugging out. You're like, yes.
Well, that's the only part of the parade anyone cares about.
Yeah,
is the last 13 seconds.
Right.
And they give him like 4 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah. I was gonna just.
He
say
waves
that.
and he's.
Yeah, I know. And then the credits come up. You can't even see the wave.
Yeah.
Try to
They
catch.
gotta stop doing that.
I
Man.
know. Yeah.
Did you watch the parade this year?
No.
Snippets. I had it
It
on
is-
and I kind of walked around.
It was so terrible. And they brought out some of the oldest people for that parade. Like, no one was watching the parade hoping Belle Biv DeVoe was there.
I actually
But
caught
he was
that.
there.
Yeah, I caught that.
He was there.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't sing a Christmas song. He's just like, it's Christmas and his girl's still poison. Like, I'm like, what is this? And
They went back to their hit, man.
Chicago was there.
Yeah.
Cher. I'm like, all right, so we're just watching a repeat from like 1993, I guess, is what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
What's happening with the parade?
Everything's retro nowadays. They're bringing it back
Oh,
like the old movies, redoing them. Yeah, man, totally. And really quick, going back to Santa, I like when kids go like, "Oh, that's like the mall Santa."
Yeah.
They'll do this so they kind of get like what's real on that, but they still believe because they know it's the mall guy. That's not
Yeah,
the guy, but it's the mall guy.
Like,
So we're
he
good
works
right
for
now.
him. It's like thing from Home Alone. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
work
yeah.
for him. You know.
Yeah. That's so cool.
I was gonna say another childhood thing. Remember, like you want your school would have the secret store.
Oh
Yes.
God.
Yo, and you were like, your mom and dad give you like $10 or something like that, and they're
Everyone
like,
got like a world's best uncle.
yeah, the world's greatest dad cup.
yeah.
The pen came in like that plastic case.
Yes.
It like fell apart in 3 days anyway, but you felt like the man coming home with that
it had
thing.
like
keychains.
Keychains or like a pen. Like you said, came in that glass case, and
Yeah.
like it become like in that foam that would hold it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was like always gold.
Yes. And like it was always like these like little gifts you get, I guess, like for like your siblings. It'd be like a ring, like a plastic ring, like kind of fake jewelry stuff.
Yep.
And everything. I just miss doing that because you're like, oh,
You line up in the hallway.
Yes.
Yeah, wait your turn. Oh,
So when I
man.
used to work in an office building, I was a grown ass adult. They did that in the office building. It was like a book fair, they called it, but they had all that kind of shit there too.
Right.
All like the cheap gifts and like
Yeah.
it was like when the book fair or the secret store came to the school.
Yeah,
they used to do that once or twice a year at work. It was the dumbest thing, but everybody went there from the building. Was like, I want to look around the book fair in this little store they've opened up.
Yeah.
No one ever bought anything.
But what I was gonna say, I think also with Christmas, what's some of the best parts. I think going just back what you said, PJ, just going like we said gift giving. You know, nothing's better than like I think it's more special. I just got married, but I think it's almost more fun giving your friends gifts than your own.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You could be more silly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like that's I don't mean to like downplay your significant others, but like it's like when you give it to like your siblings or your family or like one of your best friends, it's just so much more fun. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like.
Especially if it's, it's something they really like. You went kind of like down that extra aisle to find it, or something online, or like, and you can't wait for them to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that feels good.
I think PJ gave me like a Batman pencil. I think I still have it, like Batman Returns pencil. You know, I know my friend Matt. He got me like 311, one of the albums. He got me like a Tool tribute album. Or
nice.
Something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got me the license plates from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome. Yeah, man, those mean something.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Now let's turn green. Okay, let's turn Grinch. Okay. So look, I'm gonna start off with this. So like, I don't know what happened. Like when I turned 20 years old, all of a sudden I started hating Christmas.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I was like, I full on hated Christmas. I just found it so stressful. I mean, I still find it stressful. But I just hated everything about it. I just felt like maybe because I was in college and all this other stuff. Like I used to work in retail, which did not help. I'm gonna get into that. But like, I was like, it wasn't until I guess I hit like my early 30s where I started to kind of like it again.
Right.
You know. But yeah, I hated Christmas, man. During my 20s, I couldn't stand I couldn't wait till it was over.
I've never hated Christmas.
Yeah, me neither, man. Yeah, I'm definitely
I love
a week
Christmas.
for it. Yeah.
I wait all year for Christmas. I really do.
It makes you feel like a kid again. That's why I love it too. And I get very nostalgic and like I think about being a kid. Yeah, but I know, Mike, you've been hating on that.
Yeah, for a long time. But now I like that. I never.
Cause I'm always trying to bring it out of him again. To be honest, you know what I mean? He's just like stone
I had
cold,
a hard
man. The
time
Grinch
really
over here.
enjoying it.
Yeah. But I get it. It's stressful.
I love just driving around looking at Christmas lights when people start putting them up. Like I get into the spirit so quick. There's very few things I hate about Christmas. There are a few, and we'll talk about them, but very few things.
So, Rob, would you want to start us off?
Yeah. So this is not so much more like nowadays, but shopping in a mall. I don't like malls, honestly, but I like shopping for other people. Online has been a blessing. But shopping in a mall, I don't like the crowds. But the biggest thing for me is actually I get very hot in the malls.
Yeah.
I actually sweat, and I'm not even a sweater. Like, I could run track, and I'm not really sweating. So, like, for me, anytime I go to the mall, I have to take off my winter coat. But I'm like old man winter, like all year round. Like a lot of layers. I got my hat on, my scarf, whatever. Everything has to go in the car. Then I have to run into the mall on the coldest days. Then I'll run into the mall. And because I'll just sweat, I'll be like uncomfortable, walking into like what was it, Bath and Body Works, when it's just like poof, and all you do is smell. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
Now I'm sweating. I don't want to be there. I'm looking at my list. It's like sweaty.
Right.
Like the paper that I wrote it on, like with a big pen. It just drives me nuts. But yeah, just the crowds and everything I said. I'm just like want to be out of there. I'd rather walk around in my boxers, honestly. I don't know what it is. I get like stressed out or something.
Yeah.
I remember me and my shopping back in the day, and it's still in my head when we were like stressing out shopping. Like I said, we're both sweating. He's like, "Bro, we gotta stop. Let's go to the food court, and we have to reassess." He said those words, and it's still in my head now. Every year I think about it when I'm shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were just like overwhelmed by like shopping for Christmas gifts.
I have on my list very similarly is parking at the Roosevelt Field Mall.
Oh God, parking lots.
Oh
yeah.
my God,
Yeah.
you might as well just like park at home and walk the 10 miles or whatever.
Right.
To the mall. There's nowhere to park. It's packed. No one knows how to fucking drive in a parking garage. Has anyone noticed that? It's bad all year round. And then Christmas season hits, and you got motherfuckers going in like reverse, hitting the ramp,
flying around that turn.
Yeah. What's happening?
I know. Like, don't you want to live to see Christmas Day, people?
Yeah, it's a madhouse.
Yeah.
Or you try and park by the Macy's, and you're like, I'm gonna park outside the garage. And it's like, it doesn't matter if it's snowing or if it's raining. You're like, if I park outside this garage, it will be better. It's not better. Because
Right.
now you're 10 miles outside. It's
Right.
snowing on you. It's cold. You're trying to get to the Macy's. You know you're not buying anything in that Macy's, but you just thought maybe you'd get inside quicker.
Absolutely, yes.
But now you have to walk through Macy's to get to the store you want to get to.
Right.
And now you're leaving and you have like 1,000 bags. You went to the Lego store and you're like, fuck, I got to walk back through Macy's
Right.
Yep.
to get out. Oh, it's the worst.
Disaster,
So yeah,
man.
parking.
Oh,
Parking
dude,
at the
totally.
mall.
Totally.
I was gonna say, just going with the mall too. One of the things I can't stand is like, I hate waiting online. I get a little anxiety
it's the
with big
worst.
crowds or waiting online. I really start to get like, oh man, that's why I probably start sweating. But
Yep.
I hate when you finally get up to the register. This is more of a thing nowadays. Like, would you like to make a donation?
Right.
I don't know what it is. It gets me furious.
I just, no.
No, I do not want to make a donation.
Yeah, and like going with donations, I know this is terrible. I know, look, I'm a social. This is terrible. No, what really drives me crazy is the Salvation Army. they ring those
The
bells.
bell?
I want to take that bell and just throw it. I want to. Is there anything else you could do to like generate money? You can't get a guy out here playing the trumpet or something, or saxophone
know,
or
yeah,
tambourine.
yeah.
You have this one bell that just sounds like you're hitting a pot and pan. Bang, bang,
Yeah, yeah.
bang, bang.
Always
And
in front of a supermarket.
yeah,
Yeah,
No one's
yeah.
ever happy to go food shopping anyway.
Oh my
And
god.
it's so expensive to go food shopping. You have the nerve to ask me for money after I just had
Right.
to spend like $10 on a carton of eggs.
Right.
I
I,
know.
love when you get like.
And who's even got the loose change nowadays?
Right.
Everyone's like charging, you know what I
Right.
mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
put a quarter in here, you're gonna stop playing for 30 minutes. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, I'll pay it.
Santa's asking you to Venmo him.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
There's no
Yeah,
money. There's really
Yeah.
no cash.
Or like you ever go to like when they have those outside of a supermarket, it's like you want to make a donation for food. Yeah, it's like you go, I don't know what it is. It just kind of bothers me. I have to go and buy something and then put it on.
And then give it to you.
Exactly. I don't know why. It just bothers me.
Yeah, I know.
But,
I'd
yeah,
almost rather give him the money. You go shop for yourself.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to do this twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
You go
like-
in for that can of soup, man.
Yeah.
I just waited online for 30 minutes at self checkout that I had to do myself anyway.
Right. Oh, yeah, that stuff. That kills me, man.
That's a good one. That's true though, man.
Mhm.
Honestly, going not to go off top of it, even like Wendy's now. I went to Wendy's recently.
Ah.
They were asking for like the donation,
Yeah.
and I feel like almost like happy saying like no.
Right.
And like,
Why hurt?
but I'll donate to other things. I love like
Oh yeah. No, I've donated to St. Jude's. All
Exactly,
that
I
stuff.
couldn't think of
Yeah,
it.
I've
St.
done
Jude's,
that.
yeah, I've done
yeah.
fundraisers at
animals.
schools
Yeah,
for that.
always
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
animals
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. But-
Yeah.
It's like when I'm not ready for it, it's like don't ask me. I'll do this, and I do it on my own time.
Yeah.
And also, like, here's the other thing, and I don't know if this is just the skeptic or the conspiracy theorist in me.
Right.
I do not believe for a minute that any of these giant conglomerates are taking this money and donating it to anyone.
Oh God,
I think
no.
they're just
Put it in their
pocketing
pocket, yeah.
the dollar.
No,
Yeah.
know what it is? They get
There's
to
gotta
put-
be some
they
kind
put
of
it as like
loophole
a
with that.
tax write-off or something
them,
like
Yes.
that. It's
yeah.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's something with
Oh, they
taxes.
still benefit somehow.
Oh, they
from this.
benefit from 100%.
Right. They're
It
not
means
getting
they-
anything for it.
Yeah, they benefit from.
They throw their name
100%.
on it, try to look like nice people,
Yep,
and then
exactly. They
I'm
get some
not-
kind of
they're-
write-off from
they're
it.
The,
Yeah.
I don't like that. Would you
Mhm.
like? And the worst is like not even. I get even angrier at this.
Right.
Where because they make you feel guilty when they say, "Do you just want to round up?"
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like if they're asking for like $2 and you say no, you're like, "Well, I don't want to give you $2."
Right.
But then when they ask you, "What if you just want to round up?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Just round up. It came out to $1.97. You just want to round up, and
Yeah.
now if you say no, you're saying no to 3 cents.
Yes,
and you
I
feel
know.
like such a dick.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a force play, man. It's peer pressure right
it really
there.
is.
Yep.
Mhm.
I say no anyway.
I wonder how many times that works. I wonder what the stats are on
I
that.
bet
You
you
know?
it works more than you'd think.
Yeah, I think rounding up is definitely the way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
100%.
It's smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was
All
gonna
right.
say just. I'm sorry. One
No.
more thing with shot. So this is actually the day after Christmas, so maybe just after it,
Yeah.
when you have to return things.
Oh,
God.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
All those
just-
gremlins and everything online.
Ah.
Just like pissed they got to be there the day
Yeah.
after.
Mm-hmm. Just like that whole process, like the line is long. You know, there's always some kind of you want to do like an even exchange.
Oh,
you know, like you
yeah.
get like a shirt they don't have
Yeah.
your size.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
pick some other shirt you don't really like. And you're just
Yeah.
trying to just try to pick something.
Because you want to end this,
Yeah,
not
you
come
want-
back.
Yes.
Put it in your drawer, not see it for like 20 years,
Yeah.
and find it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
Oh my God, PJ, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Well, no, I was just gonna say one of the other things. This is gonna sound terrible. I don't mean for it to sound as terrible as it will, because one of the best parts about holidays is obviously spending time with your family. However,
Right.
one of the worst parts of
Right,
the holiday
exactly.
is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
spending time with those.
Definitely a
same
love hate,
people.
I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like because I don't know if it's just our house or if it's everyone's house.
Yeah.
No one's actually happy
Right.
on Christmas because of all the stress that goes into the day.
Yeah.
Right.
So like people are showing up, like if you're having dinner at your house, and then you have a million people around. You're trying to like organize where people are gonna sit. There's never enough room.
Yeah.
So now everyone's like on top of each other, and you're like, I can't eat because I can't use my left hand.
Yeah, right.
Because there's no space. How am I supposed to cut this chicken cutlet?
Yep.
You're pulling out those like folding chairs from the 80s.
Exactly.
They're like metal.
You hope your grandma doesn't fall on it.
It's just
off
like,
of it.
It's just so much like there's so much fighting. You're in the way. It's 1,000,000 degrees because there's so many people. It's just like
No, it's so true. It's like a build-up because like you said, everyone's shopping, wrapping, all this stuff like that. You're exhausted.
Yeah.
When it gets to that point,
Christmas
you're really
comes, you're like,
exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. All right, so am I up here?
Yeah.
So I got this one. It's like a little out of order, I guess, but so I hate this phrase. Maybe just me personally. Like, even though I love Christmas, right? Like we said, but I gotta take the Christmas shit down.
Right.
Like I gotta get the Christmas shit out. Like the boxes, the lights, finding the stuff. It's like you gotta set it up. Where do I want to put this? Where I'm going to put that? Oh, and does that look good here? Where's that ornament that I love? Did it break? That whole thing, just like you're putting all this, and you got to put it away. Now, okay, let's put the shit away. Then you got to pack it up. Okay, where are we going to put the shit? Okay, let's put it in the attic. And I remember at my house growing up, we had this closet at the top of the staircase.
Yeah.
And now it's a bathroom in my parents' house, but there was so much shit in this closet that we had to take out.
Yep.
Like pots, all this stuff. Stuff from 100 years ago. I don't know, but me and Mikey would be doing this for like 45 minutes just to get to the crawl space.
Yeah, the crawl space, yep.
And then all this Christmas shit came out, like boxes and boxes we had to carry down the stairs. And I just remember my dad going, like, oh, now we have to put the Christmas shit away,
Yeah.
So it's always about like, what are you gonna do with this stuff and this shit? But you got to put it out. But then it goes back into the closet until next year. Yeah. So that whole phrase, got to get the shit out.
Right.
You got to put the shit up.
Yeah. And I think for those who are listening, maybe around the world, we're based in New York, so we might get more of the seasons. Maybe those who might live in Florida, but like just putting lights out outside.
Taking them out of the bags.
Yeah.
What's not going to work?
When we
What's
were
going to
kids,
work?
my house, my father went crazy with the Christmas statues and the lights.
Oh.
But he never looked happy doing it.
Yeah.
He always did it every year. We had we had one of those houses where people would come and look.
I remember we drove by your house.
We always did that.
Like, PJ's house.
But he was never happy doing it.
Yeah.
He was always like trying
I got to take the shit out.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I
take the shit out. You're trying to like clip the lights to the house, and then you plug everything in, but then the lights don't go on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, why the fuck?
It's like the Griswolds. It's like the
Yes.
Griswolds.
I worked when I tested it. Like one light bulb became loose. Now you got to find the one loose bulb for the whole thing. Oh, it's a mess.
Yep.
I agree. It's terrible. You saw it happen here. I decorated the store, and we were in here when the light fell off the window. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
An hour of my life gone.
Yep. And he'll never know by the next day what's not going to work. He's always looking at it.
Exactly.
What turned off, what didn't go off, according to the timer.
Are you setting a timer? None of the timers are synced up.
Poor guy.
I think another rough part is like when I used to work in retail for like years. So I worked at Kmart, I worked at Old Navy, and I worked really long, maybe basically a decade at BJ's Wholesale Club. And I just a few stories. So with the BJ's Bakery, I'm blowing some secrets here. So nothing was ever. We talked about actually in the past episode, but like nothing was made from scratch.
Never.
So like I remember blueberry muffins, they call it pucks. So you would just basically put them in a muffin pan and then you bake them. But they were already pre-made. I didn't mix them. I didn't pour them into the cupcake paper thingy.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, they actually got discontinued. Did
they really?
Yeah. So they were gonna come back, but they would give a new brand. So I remember like this was like the holiday season, and like this old battle axe comes in. She's like, "You have any blueberry muffins?" I'm like, they're actually been discontinued. They've been discontinued. And she goes, "That doesn't make any sense." And like, just another one. This is like I told Rob this story a million times, but like for those people you probably related, like Rob, you worked in Toys R Us.
I was gonna. Oh, I got.
So like when you have like the big man, like the district manager comes in, like that's when you start to like mop everything. You start mopping the walls.
Yep.
Everything has to be immaculate. This guy came in, and I don't even know what his name was, but like, oh god, but like he had like a very like snooty like kind of talk, like he was like in love with himself. So like I worked in the bakery, right? So this is like right before the store opened. Everything had to look perfect. And he's going around. He's like, people come in. They see the deli. They see the platters. They come to the bakery. They smell the oven fresh bagels. I was like,
There's no oven fresh bagels.
I was making my skin crawl. I was just like, oh, get a life, bro.
Really,
like,
man.
These are from Frozen. These are from like
They're basically Lender's bagels. Like,
Exactly.
thaw it out.
They're frozen ass bagels that we used to put on a rack
get
the
a
night
life,
before,
like,
so they would defrost before we fucking heat them up.
Yeah, he thinks like it's a move. Like some woman's like pushing a cart, going like, oh, like,
Yeah.
get out of here. Yeah, they smell this. They smell
Like those
the-
Disney movies when you smell it, you just like pick
Yeah,
up from the
yeah,
floor and you start
yeah.
getting, like you slide over.
Like,
Yeah.
give me a break. Oh God.
Yeah, that's a good one with the retail, man. Dude, Furbies were huge back in the day.
Yeah.
People like knocking down the door at Toys R Us, man, to get in there. And I saw a lady slap another lady right in front of me, man. I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
You really couldn't even do much. You're just like animals. It was nuts, man. I'll never forget that. Or like the Hot Wheels cars, people were nuts for those.
Whoa.
Well,
Yeah.
I worked at Target, and there was wild. People would go wild during Christmas season, but you know
Yeah.
who would come in all the time around Christmas? Used to blow my mind. Taz, the wrestler Taz,
Yes.
would always come in during Christmas time and buy more Rubbermaid totes than you could like the big ones, like you know,
Yeah,
the big like
Right.
totes.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time that dude came in, I feel like he would buy another 2 totes. I don't know why I remember this, but he did it a lot during like after Christmas because all that shit goes on clearance because they have like the big green and red ones,
Yep.
and that dude would buy
Right.
all the totes. Like,
Interesting.
Even Taz like has to find a place for his Christmas shit,
Right.
Yeah.
and he's got nowhere to put it. But I remember he would come
I
in.
can just
a
picture him like
lot.
labeling the bins, like
Yeah. And I'm just like, I imagine like his entire house only has orange lights in front of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But he would come in a lot. But the people were wild. I started off as seasonal in Target, and they kept me.
Mhm.
And I'm surprised I stayed there because the people are vicious.
Yeah.
Vicious.
Yeah, I remember once I was a customer this time. I was on the other side instead of being the the worker. I was at Dollar Tree picking up, like cards, Christmas cards. Yeah, guys, get your cards like Dollar Tree. Don't go to Hallmark. It's too expensive. It's $5 on a card. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But I remember I was waiting online, and like, look, I'm a friendly guy, man. I get along with everybody.
Right.
But like, like there's multiple registers, and they open a new one, and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, if you're next, move to this new thing.
Right.
So I was like standing there, but no one was moving over. So I was like trying to be polite. There was like an older lady in front of me, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh guys, that line is open. You can go.
Right.
So I'm just saying, like, I'll just go. I'm waiting here. I devoted too much time. So I go walk over there, and this old lady's like, what do you think you're doing? And I'm like, so I got mad. I guess the Grinch came. I was like, well, then go. You know what I mean? So I felt bad yelling at this lady.
Yeah.
And then she was like trying to be combative. I was like, oh, just go. I'm like, it's over now. Just go on there. Just buy it and go. Like, I don't care now. Like, I'm not offended. Just
Make your move, man.
Exactly. Just go. You don't need to scold me. It's over now. Just get out of here.
Like he punches an old lady in the middle of the Dollar Tree, knocks her out. Yeah, shopping around Christmas is terrible. The Christmas cards. You know what I actually hate is Christmas cards.
Oh God.
You
Yes.
ever? Now I'm not a big Christmas card person. I don't send one out.
Right.
But every so often you get one.
Right.
But have you ever seen these ones where it's just like the last 12 months of someone's life they send to you in a card?
Right.
This person's been doing this. Who gives a shit about you and your family and what they've been doing for the last one? Merry Christmas, let's move it on. They send you it's like a diary. It's like a year's worth.
Yeah.
Oh, little Bobby went to college.
It's a 12 days of Christmas, man, in a
That's
card.
fucking ridiculous.
Oh my
They're
God.
starting college. This one got a new job. This one's dead. You're like, who cares? Who cares?
Right.
Merry Christmas. I don't want to read your family's card.
Right.
If you have to send me the last 12 months of your history, that means we probably don't know each other well enough for you to send me a card. I should
my
already
God.
know this.
Right in the shredder. Peter,
I was gonna say-
if you're not gonna send me $5, Peter doesn't want it. Okay,
Yeah,
he's
go
waiting for that
away.
$5.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
God, Rob, you stole my thunder because I just tell a story. I remember PJ. I don't know if you got it. Maybe it was a Christmas card or a birthday card. But I remember kids, elementary school. I don't know, middle school or something like that. He told me this story where he got in trouble with his mom because he opened up a card. He didn't even read it.
He shakes it away for the $5 drop. Yeah. Dude, totally, I get it. Well, you try, or some people try to read it, but you're trying to ignore that $5 that's hanging there.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good
your
stuff,
eyes
though,
are just
man.
glued to that thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a woman's like her chest hanging out. You just
Yeah.
can't help but not look. Oh my God.
Yeah, Lincoln's looking pretty good on those.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, you know what time it is.
Uh-oh.
It's
It's
pop
time.
quiz time.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
pop it up.
So all the time, as everyone knows, Mike likes to surprise me with pop quizzes, and I have to go against our guest, and it's always more challenging. So this time, I'm putting Moran versus Moran
Oh
in
boy.
a Christmas quiz battle.
Wow.
All right,
There it is.
here we go. So
These quizzes.
this is it's not based on any movies. This is just generic Christmas time trivia.
stuff. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So Christmas question number 1. Whoever knows it first, just call it out.
Got it.
What popular Christmas drink is sometimes called milk
Eggnog?
punch? Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Good job.
Damn.
I actually hate eggnog. I
Really?
can't even
I
really
love
smell
eggnog.
it.
I can
One
have
of
like
my
one or two. That's
It's one of
it.
my favorites. I like eggnog. Question number 2. Where was baby Jesus born?
Mike?
Jerusalem, right?
No.
Oh, Bethlehem.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I should have got that
Wow.
faster. That was bad.
We all
Catholics
failed
sitting
our-
on that.
Yeah, St.
Yeah.
Bernard.
I was
did
gonna
not
say
do
this,
us
that's
well.
why I'm like,
Or
wow.
Was it CCD class?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
coming
think
back.
I ate those.
Yeah, those are.
All right. Number 3. While we often think of a star as a Christmas tree topper, what do most people traditionally put on the top of the tree?
An angel?
Ooh, that's a tie. That is a
Damn.
dead
Nice.
heat. I'm giving you both one for that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't expect that one to be
People put Santa hats on them now.
yeah.
which is
I
kinda-
get that, but I
Yeah.
couldn't register with Bethlehem. This is terrible.
I know my brain was like,
Oh my- yeah,
I actually had to sing a Christmas song.
I'm
in
thinking
my
of
head.
like
That's how I
Bethpage,
got it.
Lindenhurst. I'm like,
Right.
Levittown, Farmingdale. I'm like, come on. Where is it? Let's go back to the
Brooklyn.
early part of the. That is, oof. See, I freeze on these quizzes, man. I'm telling you.
That's right. This I think is an easy one. Which company's marketing campaign standardized the look of Santa Claus?
Macy's,
Sears?
No.
Coca-Cola.
This is a good one.
Yes, Coca-Cola.
Oh, damn it! Wow, nice, Mike.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. What real life person is Santa Claus based on?
Saint Nick.
Yes.
Yes. Damn it.
Man, I'm gonna need an extra question. You guys are gonna tie here. What are you supposed to do under mistletoe?
Kiss.
Yes.
Damn.
Rob gets another one.
Do you real quick? Do you know why you supposed to kiss on our mistletoe? Because
something with love, romance.
those whatever the plant itself represents fertility. That's what it means. So back
Oh
then, it
wow!
meant to, like,
The hell, you
know.
studied this
Did not
before the
know that.
quiz?
No,
Damn.
I just random
He
stuff.
should ask that for like.
Yeah. I didn't
Damn,
go
what
that
the
deep.
hell, Mike? Man, this random knowledge. I'm telling you.
This is gonna be a tough one because we've already said how much we hate this song. How many Christmas gifts are given out in the 12 days of Christmas?
12.
No.
Oh.
It's a math question.
Wait a minute. Oh. Oh,
Wait a
hold
minute.
on a second. I'm gonna have a pencil. I will use my.
I'll tell you what. This is way easier when you hear the number than you're thinking.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
It's way easier than you think.
This is bad.
And he's using my pencil that I brought.
Here. You can use it.
Just throw out a number.
Like 36?
No.
It's probably. I'm
He's furiously counting. Rob is furiously. He's got
Yeah,
an abacus
I
out.
can't even do it. Let's do the closest then.
All right, we'll do the well. Price is Right rules. Closest person
40?
without going over. You each get one more guess.
52.
60.
You're technically closest without going over. It's 364.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
All right.
364 is what when I looked online. That's what it said.
Okay.
Oh.
On the 12th day of Christmas, it doesn't because you get 12 Lords of Leaping, so 12.
That's what I was trying to do, but I'm
But I
like,
guess then you get a 12. But 12 plus 11 plus 10
Right.
plus 9 plus 8 plus 7. I don't know. When I looked online, it said 364. I don't know if that's right, but that's what it said, and that's what I'm going with.
Right.
yeah.
And Rob was close without going over, so he gets another point.
Okay.
How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
Ooh, another tie.
Yeah.
You guys are really in sync. It's
Damn.
almost like you've known each other your entire lives. What was Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of?
A button,
Button?
Yes,
Damn it.
Rob with the button.
I have to sing
I almost
song in
said
my
a-
head.
which is weird because I
was
thought it was a
gonna say
corn.
carrot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's no chance for you to win,
Oh, okay.
but we'll ask the last question
Okay.
anyway. Can you name all 8 reindeer excluding Rudolph?
Wait. You know,
Donner and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid.
Donner and Blitzen. On Dash.
But do you
on
recall
Prancer.
the most famous reindeer?
Yeah.
Bulma jumped to Rudolph. Prancer.
It's
What
Dasher,
am I-
Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid,
Donner and Blitzen. Yeah.
Wow.
But the Christmas pop quiz. Rob Moran.
Wow.
All right. Uncle Rob.
Uncle Rob with
All
the
right. That was
Christmas-
good though.
Nice,
That was
Rob.
fun.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Cool. That
I'm
was
throwing
fun.
you a reef right now.
Yeah. There you go.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
nice glass of eggnog.
Yeah.
Oh God.
As,
Yeah.
as your victory drink.
As I run to your lavatory.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I think most of our guests typically beat us when we go against
Yeah.
them, so which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. Not I'm
Wow.
going to that on purpose. It's kind
No,
of works
just-
out.
Yeah.
like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. But we hope you guys enjoyed this holiday special. We have another holiday one coming up, but I think I'm officially in the holiday spirit, guys. So thank
Yes.
Oh, we've got
Yeah,
it.
man.
Spirit.
I
Yes,
really
it's
enjoy this. Yeah.
you.
I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go home and put on some music.
Put up the Christmas
Play those
tree.
favorites. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Take out my Christmas shit. Put it up.
But you know the deal, guys. Same time, same table.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
See ya.
Boys and girls, lunchtime is over. Please visit PJ and Mike's website, coolkidslunchtable.podbean.com for more information. Follow the boys on all social media apps. Just search Cool Kids Lunch Table Podcast. Now get to class before you get detention.